I own this camera because of influencer marketing. Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, and Matty Hapoya sold me this camera, and I want to talk about it. So welcome to The Better Buy. My goal is to give you the information you need on the stuff that you want so you can make the better buy. And I want to talk about influencer marketing. Last summer, I was watching some of my favorite YouTubers, and they all started talking about this camera. And it was the first time that I really had the trifecta take place. A product that I was interested in getting that was brand new was then sold to me by people that I trusted to deliver information on the product. And so I got it. And I quickly began to realize that I had fallen for the thing that is happening all over the place now, which is the promotional sponsored videos. And I think where we are now with YouTube, people are basically waiting for the second wave. Because all those top YouTubers with their sponsored videos and the promotional posts and the same talking points dropping on the same day in the same way isn't working anymore for a lot of us because we know that they can't say anything negative. It's not that they have to say anything negative, it's that they can't say anything negative. And that's the part that got me, is I didn't realize when I was watching all the content on this camera that they couldn't say anything negative until now. I've experienced it. And so we're all now waiting for that second wave. We're waiting for, once the promotional sponsored stuff has popped off, what are the real reviewers going to say? And I use that phrase importantly because to me, Casey, Pete, Matty used to be those people. I grew up in YouTube watching Casey review products that he was buying and talking about. And that's how I came to trust him. Same thing with Pete. And then something changed. They started getting sponsored deals, promotional deals, and I didn't draw the connection quickly enough that those limited their ability to say pro and con. And so now that I've kind of experienced that firsthand, I wanted to make this video to talk about it because I think there's a huge shift, and I think we need to be ready for how that's going to change the landscape moving forward. These big YouTubers aren't just getting products for free. They're getting paid to make content. And a lot of times I've been reached out to by similar companies offering me the free product, but then there's all their stipulations. They don't necessarily tell me what I have to say, but there's certain things that I'm supposed to do. And I find that really interesting because I'm not getting paid. And for some reason, it's enough that I just get the product. And I'm like, what you are getting out of this is me selling the product, me sharing the value that the product brought to me and the ways that I enjoy it. And what I'm getting is the product. And so I think that something has to give, and I think it's on the way, where there is a new way to interact between these big companies and even small YouTubers who start to begin to see the value in what they're doing. And I'm in a unique space because I didn't get on YouTube to do the sponsored videos. I got on YouTube to give you the information you need on the stuff that you want so you can make the better buy. And I'm committed to sticking with that ethos, which makes me a very interesting person for these big companies because I've had a few of these big companies ghost me recently because I've been interacting with them and I've laid out this is what I'm going to do. If you send me the product, I'm going to do a pro-con review. I'm going to share my thoughts. I'm going to try and help people make the better buy. And then the emails stop coming back. And I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder why. Because I can go buy the product. Why is it that you couldn't send it to me and let me do the review that you wanted? Because you reached out to me to offer this. And so I just think it's interesting. And I think that if creators started to stand up for what they actually value in themselves, we would see that shift happen faster. All right. Now, I'm not saying that the people that I mentioned, Casey, Peter, Matty, are bad people. I'm not saying that at all. But I wanted to launch this conversation because I saw some huge YouTubers boycott and drop Insta360 recently. And I don't think we should throw the baby out with the bathwater. I love my Insta360 X4. I'm going to continue to make videos on that and use that camera. And I think that when bad stuff happens and stuff blows up, like some of the stuff that's been going on with Insta360 recently, that we can put responsibility on individuals and we can offer the chance for reconciliation and grace for people to grow and make better decisions. And that doesn't mean that you don't boycott a company or you don't decide you're not going to work with a company, but I do think you should leave space for improvement. And if you call someone out for something that they're doing, I think the greatest evidence of maturity is a willingness to recognize a mistake and then make the necessary changes to improve and solve that. And so whether it's Insta360 or DJI or GoPro or whatever company it is that you're thinking about for tech stuff, I think it's worth considering that, number one, influencers, I think they're losing the effect that they used to have. And at number two, I think that opens the door for the rest of us, especially creators like me, to step into that field and change the way that it's done. So I just wanted to make this video because I think we need to start this conversation and help people, make these kinds of decisions in a way that benefits everyone. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and follow for more. My goal is always to give you the information you need on the stuff that you want so you can make the better buy. And I think it's time we started having this conversation. Let's keep having fun, and I'll see you in the next one.